Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 2 of 2 for today.
Guys, want to let you know our sponsor is us. We have our G Fuel flavor, the sold out flavor, back in stock. It was
reloaded.
So popular, reloaded, that they made a bunch more. Thank you for making it a success. It's a 5-star flavor. Remember, we drank like over 100 G Fuels.
It was a rough 2 days.
It was an insane. It was a hypercharged few days, and we found basically the best flavor, the best mixture of flavors, and this is it, guys. So if you haven't had your chance to taste the wonderful flavor of a AAA game experience, grab your tub. I have a % off code for you guys, so check that out and enjoy. Every tub goes supporting to all 3 of us. Thank you for that. And consider, if you really want our 2024 to be successful, to contribute to our Patreon. It helps us form that backbone of the mobile infantry. And thank you guys so much for watching. And over the weekend, you know, January's been kind of a rough month for me and my family, so it's taken a little while on the top list. But surprisingly, I went back and I looked last year, the top lists were even later. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. So by that measure, we're kind of ahead of schedule. Top list coming this week. We've got the top 10 most disappointing games, and we've got the top 10 worst games coming. And then also, me, Joe, and Alex also filmed best movies and worst movies. So look forward to that after we get the video games ones out. As you can see, little Joe here filling in for other Joe with the tub of G Fuel. Other Joe's on vacation again. He will be back on Wednesday. And yeah, and so we'll get back to full capacity. Alex, what the heck has been happening in gaming part 2?
More video game movies is what's happening. This time, Martha is Dead is getting a film adaptation.
Wait.
And so,
God, man. Can't we pick better fucking games for adaptations for horror movies? You told me on the last one we got Until Dawn.
yeah.
Now this one we got Martha's Dead.
This one's going to be cheap to make, though, because I want a Dead Space movie real bad, but I think that would cost a lot more money than
that
this.
Would be fucking sweet.
Yeah.
I want Dead Space. You know, if you want to go super cheap, I think it still work. Granny. All you have to get is the makeup right on that one gross little old woman and have her come and try to kiss you, you know, like in the fucking, you know, Bill and Ted. Yeah. Oh, shit, that shit scared me, man, with that multicolor when I was a child. Joe would be scared of that because Joe's not here! God damn it, to make the granny joke work. It's his rival. It's his old god.
It took him six months.
6 months to beat Granny.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, let me know when a Granny movie is in production.
I will let you know.
Because Martha is dead, so tell me about that.
Yeah, we played it a little bit, so it's you know it's an interesting game.
It's all right.
We played it a bit. The story, you know, could absolutely work. It's just going to depend. Like, these games are tough because it's all about tension and atmosphere, and we just have to hope that they're up to it. So. So studio extraordinaires will act as co-directors. So the 2 people will act as co-directors. And so the Swedish production company is going to be behind it. So we'll let you know when it comes out. We'll probably do a trailer reaction.
Yeah.
These video game horror movies make an insane amount of money, even when they're not very good. See Five Nights at Freddy's. And, you know, I don't think this has anywhere near the draw that, you know, a game like that actually had. So. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be, you know, what did Five Nights at Freddy's make? Like $500 million or something absurd.
Yeah. It made a ton of fucking money.
And
that's why we're seeing these. Yeah. And it costs nothing. Most horror films are super profitable like that. But they're kind of like the redheaded stepchild of the movie industry because they never get nominated for shit, even though there's been some really great horrors that deserve some nominations, like, you know, Hereditary, Midsommar, you know, a lot of the Ari Aster stuff. But yeah, we'll see. Well, maybe Martha is Dead will be the one to break the curse.
You know, it could be. You know, I mean, you know, if there's talented people behind it, it absolutely could be.
No,
so
I'm a bet against it.
Yeah, I mean, I would bet against it too. But hey, it could happen.
Okay.
All right, Pablo Schreiber, better known as Master Chief.
Yay, we get to talk about Halo, the TV show.
Halo Season 2 is coming out sometime soon, so they're advertising by shitting on Season 1, which is kind of interesting.
Okay.
The actor, normally the actors aren't allowed to say negative things.
Yes.
But he's definitely saying negative things.
Pablo, he said what?
It's a huge mistake talking about the sex scene. Says he wasn't listened to when he argued against it. You know, it's like, but I am who I am. I don't write the scripts. I only give my opinion.
Okay, yeah, I saw this on Twitter. I retweeted this. This gives me hope that the showrunner, because we picked up on it. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is the direction of the show? Halo, you remember Quan? Quan? You remember in the video game Quan? The iconic Halo character.
Quan at least was not in the trailer for
Quan!
season 2.
No, she was. Apparently somebody, because I was like, hey, I haven't seen any Quan pictures.
Oh, there's Quan.
I haven't seen any posters of Quan, and somebody still framed, it's like a half a second or something. It was Mischief, I think, that actually gave me the, I'm looking on my Twitter here.
No.
Is Quan still there, but they're burying her. But that's good, because they know that, I think showrunner changed, and they know season 2, like, how can you fuck... I swear to God, if you fuck up the Fall of Reach,
Quan
you
shows
cannot
up.
come back from that. But from what I'm hearing, it sounds good. Even Pablo is like, look, this is more war. This is more tragedy. This is, you know, just the Covenant is coming at us full. Like, this is the kind of shit that we needed. And I hope they focus on that and not focus on fucking war crime sex with war criminals having sex with fucking prisoners.
You never wanted to
war.
watch Master Chief lose his virginity?
No, and I went to fucking Master
yeah.
Cheeks in my face with the booty juice and just all up in our faces with the cheeks and the ass.
He'd been doing his squats and his deadlifts, though. He wanted to show you them cheeks.
The sweaty cheeks.
I mean, the one thing that Pablo has said that I don't agree with, he keeps talking about wanting to keep his helmet on, and then, you know, it's for conveying emotion, and it's like,
No,
look,
he doesn't. That's what are you talking about? He is defending the fact that his helmet is off. That's the one thing in all of his fucking promos that I don't agree with.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said
The one thing
wants
I
to
don't-
keep his helmet on. Okay, man.
You know, it's like, I think that you absolutely can have his helmet on.
Yeah.
I mean, we also watch all of fucking Mandalorian.
Yes.
And you get to see...
It can work. You don't need that to convey emotion.
Look, if you're, but maybe he doesn't think he's Pedro Pascal, and he should learn. But I think, honestly, he needs to keep his fucking helmet on a little bit
I
more.
do think Pablo Schreiber has a little bit, he's a little bit, I don't want to say full of himself. He's confident. He wants to be seen, clearly. He's like, maybe he does have a little bit of that I'm a star, I'm going to make this role, instead of the Master Chief being the star and properly, accurately portraying a character that is already a star. And Pablo wants to make it his, because I think it treats the audience like they're idiots when you say that because the helmet is on, no emotion can be conveyed. The audience's imagination is more powerful than any kind of fucking thing that an average actor can put on the screen, because especially if he is doing a good performance in his motion capture, it can convey a variety of emotions. We've seen it already in Mandalorian. So don't tell me that we can't, you know, because the audience's imagination can graft onto there, whether it's sadness, whether it's pride, whether it's whatever the Master Chief is trying to convey at that time.
Faceless characters can have emotion. Voiceless characters using sign language, other means can have emotion. I think it all comes down to the actor. Now, it makes sense. Pablo is not a big actor. You don't know who the hell he is. I've only seen him in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as like a guest
really?
role. He was in like one episode. So I've never seen this guy before.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal, megastar. Everyone knows who he is. It's easy for him to keep his helmet on and no one actually cares because he's
that's what I was hoping, that he would keep his helmet on and nobody would care.
Yeah.
But he's got a little bit of I don't know if he's conceited or he just wants to be the star.
He gotta get his
like
face
fight
out there,
against
yeah.
that, and so that he can get additional roles. But it's like, bro, like, you know, I don't mind if his helmet's off a little bit. It just needs to be, you know, this is the last fucking thing. We fought, okay? The Halo fans fought, and look at what it's looking like already. Season 2 looks to be a huge improvement over Season 1 after 2. Now, we're not there yet, but it seems as if fan pushback has made this season better. So do we have to wait for Season 3 for Pablo to be like, all right, I'm covering my fucking face, you fucking assholes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd appreciate that.
I thought that we were there, but you just told me that if, you know, Quan is in there, that
There's a frame of Quan. I mean, look, it's a show that they set it up, so maybe the new showrunner's like, all right, I'm going to give it like half an episode to wrap that up, and I'm going to throw it away. That's what we can hope.
Or you just don't do anything with it. And like honestly,
No, because see, would I like that? You know what is? Would you put it in the comments? You set something up in season 1, clearly it's supposed to be, and then in season 2, you just never mention it again. Is it your responsibility to tie it up in some way, or are you guys like, no, just never even go back?
I mean, you can have something like Cortana mentions, like, hey, remember the thing that we found on this planet, and, you know, this is what I got from it. But you know,
like a single line of dialogue.
You don't have to bring it. Like, I don't want you to remind me how bad the last season was. We talked about this in House of the Dragon. Anytime they pull out a dagger and we're like, hey, this is the... It's like, don't remind me of your fucking failures. Like, you're trying to build new goodwill. Don't remind me how you ruined... 8 hours of my time last year. Like, let's just let it be dead.
Yeah. So I do like that Pablo is on our side here. He was adamant, and I mean really adamant as the interviewer. So when they he must have been like, look, hey, he's not mincing words. It's like it was a huge mistake. The man said a huge mistake. Yeah. I argued against it, fought against it. So that's like, you know, Henry Cavill when he was arguing against these things. Oh, you're difficult to work with. And it's like, all right, well, I'm going to peace out. You know, it's like, so at least Pablo was also doing something similar here. Hey, you know, I don't think Master Chief would have had sex with the fucking
prisoner of war. Yeah, it's probably a bad thing.
And maybe this whole love triangle thing, this whole love story. I guess it's not a triangle yet. It's just a love story.
Well, wait, Quan could have been. You know, like, you don't know.
Jumps in there, third threesome. Yeah, Master Chief sex is not something that we would needed. That is, we don't need to talk about it. It exists in a world where we're seeing Master Chief losing his virginity. For what purpose? I don't fucking know. Like, yeah.
Someone probably liked it. It was like, there's at least one person's like, that's my kink. It's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't wanna...
So, but he's saying all the right things. The posters are looking like they're going hard. I said, baby, this poster goes hard. You know, it's like, yeah, it looks great. War-torn cities and fucking, you know, war with the Covenant. That's what we're looking forward to. And I hope that I can bring y'all some good news. And if it's another disaster, that sucks. And we can all collectively make fun of it together again.
They got to dig themselves out of a hole, though.
Yeah.
Because they are in a hole. All right, more Halo news. Halo Infinite is done with seasons, and so they have said...
Oh, more Halo news.
Yeah, so Infinite, which means forever.
Yeah!
We're not getting...
They're done.
We're not getting seasons. We're getting smaller content updates from now on, so they're getting operations.
Wait, but they're stopping seasons.
Seasons are done.
That's kind of huge,
mas.
Because why would they be doing that if they're not winding
down
the game?
Yeah. So I don't know what's happening at 343. Hopefully a bunch of people got fired. Look, Halo was a giant shit show, and I've been saying this since the game came out. It's half of a open world game, it's half of a single player storytelling that had nothing to do with, and they smashed them together, and it didn't work. And then when they released Halo Infinite Online, it had none of the features, and they were trying to sell you skins and colors, and all the stuff that had been included before was stripped away and sold to you lately, and it was a giant shit show. And
giant shit show.
And so it's a problem. And so people are saying the game is better now and it has been improving, and I'm glad that you're getting what you want now. The problem is the state that it's in now honestly should have been the state that it was released in. But now we're not even getting seasons anymore. They're really, it looks like they're cutting down the development they're doing for the online modes.
Nah, bro. Fuck 343 I can't believe they fumbled this. I can't believe they killed the golden goose. Halo is no longer... I mean... Did you know they're even on Season 5? I didn't even fucking know they're on Season 5. I stopped fucking paying attention. So Season 5 is the last fucking season. And 343 really bungled this. And, the whole fucking monetization of the fucking armor and the live service bullshit really in a game that couldn't sustain it. And did you know, there are rumors, I can't confirm this, but there are rumors that they canceled the Battle Royale mode. There was like a... Tatanka Battle Royale map. That would have been fucking sweet. In my opinion, I was waiting. I kind of assumed that at some point we would get that.
Yeah.
And there's rumors that they were working on it and then they canceled it. Is it because why? Is it because there's not enough money? Not enough people are playing Season 5? And so, infinitely done.
Yeah.
We are infinite except for we're done. So... It was Infinite to Season 5. Now, the question is, from here on, we're doing operations. Is it just a name change?
No. So, like, according to Brian Gerard, who is the community director, this is his quote. We have a dedicated team working on supporting Halo Infinite and continuing to deliver coming forward, but also we have additional teams now that are accelerating towards the future, working on brand new projects. So I imagine they're cutting down the number of people that are working on this. They realize that they've built a foundation on sand, and you can't keep going forward forever on a shitty base because it's a shitty base. It would be easier for them to rip the Band-Aid off now, say we'll support this game as long as we can in a smaller scale. But honestly, we're going to get you Halo Infinite, Halo Infinite, Halo Forever, Halo 4 years. We'll just we'll just say how long it's going to go on. And
drop-in conventions borrowed from other live service games, like marking big updates as seasons. That's no longer going to be a thing. They're now their new updates are now numbered. So your January 30th update is going to be called the CU29. It's winding down.
Yeah.
This to me is an admission that nobody's interested anymore. We have a small community. They're still going to do battle pass-like operations, which will give players a chance to earn free rewards for a few weeks at a time. But I'm sure they're going to inject some monetization there so that they can keep that going. But maybe this is indication, like you said, that 343 is already working on something new, be it Halo Infinite 2. I guess they're going to move away from Infinite.
Re-Infinite?
Halo Re-Infinite. Yeah, I like that. Halo Re-Infinite. Halo Requiem, since, I don't know, every franchise that's dying eventually throws Requiem in the title for no fucking reason. So
I don't know. It doesn't. I mean, I'm fine with this. I've been saying that they just need to put it out to pastures and shoot it, and then we
start
on something. Start over.
Something.
You just have to eventually know when to cut your losses because like. People have the tendency to just be like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's like, is it really? And then
I think it's ready to figure out, like, what were they going to do? It was such a success that they were going to continue story updates within the fucking game and have a new Halo Infinite within the Halo Infinite container. Well, that shit didn't happen. It's not happening, so fucking move on. But the story needs to continue. You set up something going on here. Let's fucking see it to its conclusion.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know, is there going to be any... is that Covenant guy? Well, it's not Covenant. He's like a brute. Is he going to, the guy that he worships?
The love letter guy.
The love letter guy.
Oh, he was super passionate
super
about
passionate.
how he's so competent in battle and his girth is intense. And I long to hold him in my arms. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Calm down.
We got to get the conclusion to all this stuff. So. I don't know.
It'll come to a climax.
Let us know what the next Halo should be named, since Halo Infinite is no longer Infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halo Beyond, I guess.
Oh, that's a good one. I can definitely see Halo Beyond. Yeah, I like that one a lot. All right, last episode we talked a little bit about Square Enix and them using AI and the direction they're going, but they officially want to slim down their lineup. The company president Takashi Kiryu says he wants to ensure higher quality from each title. I think they're just recognizing that they put out a lot of garbage. The last couple of years have been really tough. Even their successes, they're like, well, it didn't make as much money as we thought, so we were viewing it as a failure. And then they had games that were actually
quality titles, huh?
Actually fucking failures. So
then they're putting out Foam Stars.
Boom Stars, yeah.
These are higher quality titles. To me, that seems, I don't know, man. That kind of seems like you're just still chasing a trend. You're kind of knocking off Splatoon here with Foam Stars, and that's supposed to be, you better hope that Final Fantasy VII Part 2 coming here February, at the end of February, is going to be a banger.
A lot more people have PlayStation. Like one of the reasons that they had some issues is now more people have PlayStations. It should be easier for them to do, but I don't know. I think they're really going to have issues with their current lineups. So he says that they're overly reliant on particular genres and IPs such as Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, and noted that customers have a diversified taste in genres that needs to be addressed. Saying that,
just noticed that.
Yeah, just like we only operate in the same space, and a lot of the games we've been making are garbage, and so we're not making any money. So this is also the guy that really wants to increase the amount of crypto and NFTs and other garbage within their games, and so I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of faith in Square Enix. There's going to be a couple games of theirs that I'm definitely going to seek out because of the IPs, but not because Square Enix is working on them. So kind of sad.
Yeah. Making stuff like Forspoken, you just gotta, to be fair, Forspoken's combat was all right. It's just, the writing and the story. So there's a lot of things that go into a fucking gaming dish, and you have to have the right cooks for each, piece of it.
What about Marvel's Avengers?
Oh yeah, wonderful. Fucking live serviced fucking bastardization of the popularity of the MCU, which now even is having problems on its own. So yeah.
Babylon's Fall was in there.
Another banger from them. Babylon's Fall. I actually still have that on my PC, so that's a collector's edition PC now, and I can sell my PC for like $5,000 because you could still play it. Right. Or did they shut? Is that online shit?
Probably shut down. This week, Xbox had their developer showcase, and so it's developer direct video.
Okay.
Interesting.
This happened when, I didn't know it was coming. Otherwise, I kind of would have scheduled it for all of us to review. Thankfully, Alex covered it a little bit. Maybe I might throw Alex's reactions up on the main channel. We could potentially wait for other Joe to show up on Wednesday and go over it. Maybe we can do individual trailer reviews. I'm not sure. Because this kind of came out of nowhere, and Joe was on vacation.
Yeah.
So, but what was going on here?
It was a major mix.
I caught a little bit of it.
It was a massively mixed event. Honestly, I just felt insanely bad for Obsidian. The very first thing that they showed off was Avowed. Avowed looks like a 10.
Yes.
It looks like a 10-year-old game. It looks like
supposed to be the Scrolls killer,
kind of
Skyrim.
Yeah, and it honestly looks like I heavily modded Skyrim and Oblivion, and honestly, my mods look better than this game. The very first thing they showed you about Avowed that he was so excited to tell you about.
Yeah.
Did you know in an RPG in 2024 you will be able to switch weapons? In combat, you will be able to go from like a sword to a wand. You can switch weapons.
Wow.
You get to like use your mouse scroll wheel and go like up.
I never considered that. That's an amazing feature.
Yeah.
I wish that more companies would feature that feature. Would feature it in their features.
Yeah.
That's not a good. I don't know who wrote his script, but if you're coming out here and you're like, hey, check this out.
Yeah,
bro, that's not what you should. And I saw Paul Tassi wrote an article that's like something's off about this. It looks like a VR kind of game, the way it moves and flows and the graphics, and
it's inconsistent as far as its graphics. And now it looks a little bit better than the last thing we saw. The last thing we saw made it looks like a previous generation, like a PlayStation 4 RPG. This looked a little bit better, but it wasn't exceptional. The next thing they talk about is how decisions matter. There's quests where you will have the opportunity to make multiple decisions. It's again.
Bro, I hope this game is a lot better than people are. I know people are railing on it. I know people are looking for problems with it, but I want it to be a success story. I want it to be y'all were motherfucking unfairly, talking.
See, the thing is, I don't think that any criticisms that I've seen of the game have been unfair. What's crazy is this is the time to show off what your game is, show off how amazing the story is and how things work, and telling me that you can switch weapons and showing me a quest where you can make two decisions is not making me excited for your game, because these are 10-year-old gaming concepts. Yeah. And honestly, everything about this game looks worse than my current version of Skyrim.
Yeah, they're not doing a good job.
So you're doing a very, very poor job, especially when we lead into the next developer, when we're talking about Senua's Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which that game looks incredible. They went over the development, they talk about how they do all the mocap stuff, and they were really Hellblade 1 right now is $3 on Steam. If you haven't played it, you should definitely check it out. It was great. And this next one looks incredible, and they understood the brief.
Yeah.
We need to make people excited about our game.
Okay.
And they did, which made Obsidian, who just went before them, look even worse. And then they started talking about, there were some other games. There was a PC-exclusive strategy game, Ara History Untold, that's made by some ex-Civilization devs. They're pretty much, they're like, oh, these things. It's like, well, these are all things you took from Civilization because you're the devs of Civilization. But I'm excited to play their game. That looks good. But the big one they closed with was Indiana Jones.
Oh,
The generic title. The Great Circle. The Great Circle.
I guess it can't be as bad as the last two indie films that motherfucking Alex
I didn't see one.
didn't see one of them. He didn't see the Crystal Skull.
Well, and he didn't see.
And he didn't see the
other
guy.
one.
Fuck y'all so much. Well, both of y'all are motherfucking have no choice but to play this with me. The fucking circle, the Great Circle.
Yeah, and so
Bethesda, like they were sitting on this. I kind of didn't see this guy. I heard rumors, right? But I mean, for some people, this is a big surprise.
Yeah, so this is made by Machine Games, so it's only being produced by Todd.
Sure.
Todd had the idea, and this is what he wanted to do, but he gave it to Machine Games. And so they're telling the story. This takes place after Raiders of the Lost Ark.
You aren't just playing as Indy. You are Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
It says executive producer Jerk Gustafsson. Jerk. Dude, what is it like to have your first name be Jerk? That's crazy. What's up, Jerk? Hey, he's a jerk.
Yeah.
He is a jerk.
It is true. It's first person, which bothers a lot of people, but sometimes when you're climbing on things, you see third. I guess,
First person whipping. That'll be interesting.
yeah, and punching. You know, he's got the exploding Nazi punch.
Yeah.
And
I see, like, you headbutt a Nazi here 37 seconds in, according to this article.
it's a really bad scene. It's like he's buried up to his neck. There'd be no way that, and the guy would have to be in like kissing range to get headbutt. And it's like, okay, that's a stupid scene.
Yeah, quote unquote, since we're doing this mostly in first person, you have the chance to truly become indie. First person makes you a part of the world, allowing you to explore and experience things more intimately, like kissing Nazis or, headbutting Nazis. What you will do when you're dropped into this adventure with your wits and your whip. The world of Indiana Jones is a world of mysteries around every corner, where you're racing against the clock and outsmarting your enemies as you hunt down artifacts. So, like, to me, like, this needs to not be on rails. I know a lot of these fucking things are on rails. If I'm the mysteries in the world of India, I want to explore. I want the fucking tomb rating to be good. I don't want it to just be an Uncharted clone. I see people being like, well, this should have been Uncharted. She needs to make this Uncharted. Why didn't you just do an Uncharted with an indie skin? It's like, well, because Uncharted is already that. I want to see something a little bit more innovative, but I don't know. From the trailer, it looks very
It's gonna be
cinematic, directed. Yeah.
We'll have to see. They said that there's a lot of cinematics, and so hopefully, because people want to be able to see Indy. There was a lot of people like really upset. They really wanted to be looking at Indiana Jones's ass the entire time they were playing for some reason.
Yeah,
it's like,
I don't care.
all that
I
much.
actually like the fact that it's first person because it's like it gets. It's something different. I like something different. Some people are upset that they didn't get the voice actor. Your favorite person is the voice actor.
Oh, Troy.
Yes.
Yeah. He sounds fine.
Doing a pretty good impression of Indy, to be honest.
Look,
of Harrison.
People who are upset about this, I don't know if you're old like me, but if you were, there was a game that came out called GoldenEye 64.
Yeah.
It was first person. It had a compelling-ish story. It felt James Bond. Everything worked out great.
Best movie licensed video game of all time.
Oh, yeah. And we played the shit out of it. We played it competitive. We played this nonstop until Halo came out. And Halo had to be fucking amazing to overtake, and it was. But this thing absolutely can work. First person is totally fine, but it's going to depend on the story that they write.
Yes.
So if the story, the title is generic and shitty, but
I think the story. Well, fuck. I think you're right, but also I need game mechanics that are interesting and fun. Because that on rails thing. Because I feel like maybe the story will be all right. You got good at voice acting. They even have Tony Todd, Candyman in there as the big guy. In that overcoat. But yeah, I agree. I think the story needs to be good. Here's the story. The year is 1937. Sinister forces are scouring the globe for a secret to an ancient power connected to the Great Circle. And only one person can stop him, Indiana Jones. Is it going to be supernatural? Are we going to time travel like we've been doing? Are the aliens going to show up?
I think I
hope there's some great collectibles. I want there to be a crystal alien skull in the corner of a map, and then I want there to be. There's nothing memorable in the a tuk-tuk in the corner that you can drive for the latest film. or an annoying goddaughter that shits on you the whole fucking.
Maybe they'll have something where they.
And that journal, doesn't he have a sidekick here? Yeah, so I guess I don't know. They've been fucking up on Indiana recently in the movies. This could be.
Yeah, when was the last time you watched an Indiana Jones something that was like that originally came out? It's been a long time since anything good. So.
All right, this is we don't have the release date yet. Later 2024.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have that to look forward to this year
or whatever ends up being. I don't know. I hope it's good, but also Todd Howard's behind it. And it's like, when was the last time Todd Howard was behind something I was really excited about? When was the last time Indiana Jones was like
There's a lot
relevant?
of different opinions on this. It's like, what's the budget on this game? It looks so damn good. I laughed a few times at the comedy. And then the next comment is like, I really like those 10-year-old graphics.
Some parts looked good.
Some
parts
are hugely underwhelming.
Yeah.
Blew away my expectations. Hey, actual voice acting. What a massive L. See, oh, wow, this is very mixed. Okay.
I mean, when you're dealing with an IP, you accept the baggage that IP comes with. Indiana Jones hasn't been good in a long time, so if it hasn't been good in a long time, then people are going to have negative perception of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, Like a Dragon Infinite. Hey, Sega. Yeah, Sega's a shitty company. It's doing shitty things. In Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, there's a real fun decision. If you want to play New Game Plus, you have to pay them $15. Is what Sega's saying.
What? $15
or $40 if you don't like.
Oh, because it's special edition.
Yeah.
Utterly tone deaf bullshit, weird ass, backwards decision. New Game Plus is locked behind special editions, paywall, an extra $15 and $40 on top of the base game. You're either doing the deluxe edition or the ultimate edition. This is the only way that you can get the New Game Plus mode.
Mm-hmm. It's true. So
who the fuck thought this was a good idea? This is a franchise that, you know, me and Joe really enjoyed playing. Yakuza 0, and a bunch of Yakuzas have come out since then. Remasters, they changed kind of the combat in some of them. And honestly, I don't know why we haven't, been fucking on them. But I'm like, okay, so once I get this sequel coming out here, and where you combine both of the more popular characters into one game here in Infinite Wealth, we're gonna do this one. This is the one that we're like, okay, let's jump back in, Joe. You ready to do some fucking karaoke again? So we're getting excited about this game. Now, you ruin a lot of this excitement by Sega, once again, pulling some shenanigans like this.
They have to make up for $110 million that they lit on fire for Hyenas.
All right.
So it's like, if you think, I mean, it's not necessarily they're going to pull from one, but it's like Sega needs money. And Sega decided this would be an easy way to make money because New Game Plus is really popular. Some in New Game Plus, they hide story behind it. Like, there's a lot new context. You're getting your money's worth, and now you have to buy a special edition, and it's just shitty.
No, this cannot be fucking supported. This cannot be allowed. Nobody buy the deluxe edition. Nobody buy the ultimate edition. Do you want it? Let me go through this, guys, here for you. Digital edition comparison. What do you get in the base game? Jack shit! You get base game. Okay?
Yeah.
Then you move on to the deluxe edition. What do you get? You get a Master Vacation bundle. Explore a bonus dungeon. Get special Sujimon. I don't know. You're going to get, that's a thing in the game. You're going to get special resort guests.
Ooh.
You're going to get special outfits. Now, here's the big one, because they knew that none of that shit was going to sell it. New Game Plus. Bro, what? What? And then Ultimate Edition. So you get the Master Vacation bundle, which is what I just said, and then you get 3 more. You get 2 more bundles. You get an assorted outfit bundle. Customize your party's look with outfits and swimwear. Then you get a Sujimon and Resort bundle. Legendary Sujimon. Is this like a Pokemon mini thing here in the game? I'm interested. Resort guests and special boosters. And then finally, Yakuza CD collection set. Increase your in-game playlist with classic karaoke tracks. Bro, oh no, you're going to lock karaoke songs behind the fucking... You better not... fucking lock that. No, that song is in the game. This one that me and Joe was singing. You know, breaking the world. What is this song name? I don't remember, but it was fucking awesome. I can't wait to fucking play that shit again. And you had to go and you had to ruin it.
But if Joe, if you pre-order, you get a tennis job and an American football job. No.
Nah, bruh. I mean, I would be more than likely, willing to pre-order this, especially because I like the series. But when Sega comes in, yeah, we're gonna play it. But when Sega comes in and does things like this, it makes it hard to scream from the mountaintop, "Hey, everybody, go buy this game. This is fucking sweet." No, I mean, some people. Let's see some fan reactions. What a joke of a publisher.
Yeah.
Piracy it is. Yet another reason to sail the sea. Oh, jeez. I mean, they're going hard, man. People do not put up with bullshit.
I mean, I hope, but I mean, the problem is we've talked about.
Congrats, Sega. You just lost a sale.
Yeah, that person's going to be looking for a torrent too. We've been talking about, in the last this episode and the previous episode, how gamers, the reason that this shit exists is because as much as we say don't do it, and, you probably know you shouldn't do it, you're going to play the game and go, oh, I want to play New Game Plus. I'm going to give him $15.
Dirty move. I was excited, but now 15 times less likely to buy this dubious shit. I guess it's called infinite wealth for a reason.
Yeah.
Just not the reason we expected. You guys are funny, man. Yeah, I think everybody recognizes that this as a cheap-ass fucking way to squeeze more money out of a fan base. Now, what would really... depress me is if this was like a straight up developer decision and like this is genius and not something from Sega. Yeah. And Sega's like, bro, you look, we're trying to do well by gamers and you didn't know, but we don't know. We don't know the behind the scene. It could be fucking, wait a minute, is this on Game Pass? Let me check this out.
The previous one was. I mean, according to the article, it says Sega is gating a very normal and staple RPG feature behind its premium editions, but I don't.
No. Surprisingly, it's not on Game Pass day one. Is this why? They're like, oh, fuck, well, then we're going to try to get as much money. If it's not on Game Pass, and it's not. Like, if it was on Game Pass, then. No, not even in that case. No! See how this. See what they're doing with people's heads?
It's a slippery slope.
Nah, man.
They're getting you used to it.
No.
Frog in a pot.
I can't. So this is not even on Game Pass. You can't even save money like that. Nope. They're really trying to be a shithole company here, honestly, and I agree. Man, they're following in Square Enix footsteps at being.
How much does this game cost?
Full price.
Yeah, what's full price? Because I don't know what full price means anymore.
Yeah, you have to go into the Steam page here. The Steam page. Enter a valid date. I guess I am too young for this game. Let's go.
There's booties and stuff in it.
1998. I was born in '98. All right, so $70 for your base.
Oh, so that's more than full price.
There's already a $10 fucking surcharge hidden in the game. Why couldn't that be the $10 for New Game Plus? That's fucked, bro. And then Deluxe Edition, $85. Not 80, 85. And then Ultimate Edition, with all those things I told you about, $110.
Yeah, I think this is one that you just go. If you haven't played all of the Yakuza series, just go on Game Pass, play one there, skip this one on its launch, and then wait for a sale because that's absurd.
Bro, I don't even like that pre-order bonus that you told me about because, like, I want to be in the football. Like, there was a linebacker.
Yeah.
So this set contains special jobs of linebacker and tennis ace. Male job, linebacker will be available to all male party members. Female job, tennis ace will be available to all female party members. Does that mean that if you do not pre-order the game, you cannot be a fucking football tennis star?
Yep.
Way to fuck things up. Okay, that's depressing. I would like to move on now. We are covering this game, and we will rightfully give it shit for this move.
Yeah, Sega's not doing well in my eyes. I don't like them. Well, that's what I got. I mean, so I'm leaving you on that story. So you'll have to. You got any good news?
No, I just love that song. What good news?
Yeah.
Is it to me now?
Yeah, it's to you.
I ain't got no good news.
Well.
I got let's see. Stalker delayed again. Not good news.
But we do. There's good news in there because we do get a firm release date.
Yeah.
Finally.
September.
Yeah. So it's a rough time of year because they're going to be competing with a bunch of stuff. But that's a game I really want to play.
Yeah. So take the time you need. We're good with that. There's a little mini news story for you. Also, did you know that cops still know what you're doing when you on Google when you go into incognito mode? I think everybody should know that already. So why is why do people use incognito mode? I don't know. So Alex told me. What do you use it for?
Yeah, like if you're trying to look up flights and stuff, you can get. Yeah, it'll look through your cookies and see that if you've been looking at other flights and they alter prices and stuff.
Like the fucking ads, yeah. So
or
if you're in incognito mode, ads won't cater to you.
Yeah, and you can look like if you're looking up like weird stuff that you don't like, what a Lego set for OJ, and you don't want to see nothing but Lego advertisements for the next 900 years, then you can do it in there.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was just revealed in some court documents in the class action lawsuit that began in 2020 that when the incognito mode is activated, it's not as like incognito as you think it is.
Did people really think that it's like no one can see what you're doing? Like your internet service,
man.
Your ISP knows everything that you do on the internet.
Right.
So if you're a young kid, your parents can ask for all of your search history and they can get it.
So, yeah, just know that if you're in incognito, Big Brother's still watching, and, I mean, you should have already known that, but yeah. And then a little tiny thing here. Baldur's Gate keeps delivering. Baldur's Gate 3 is still delivering. This motherfucker had 300 hours in the game, and he goes, wait, what? I've never even met this NPC. It's the most elusive NPC in the game, a half-orc named Honk, and he only shows up if you kill his brother, and then you go out on a date at their restaurant. And then you get a whole little different storyline, little different appearance here. So it's just cool to see people still discovering stuff in this game, all this time later, after hundreds and hundreds of hours, which you can get out of the game and approach it in different ways. We love Baldur's Gate 3. And, yeah, I'm going to call him Honky now. Now I kind of want to find him in the game.
I don't know if you can use that word. I can use that word.
Honky?
Yeah.
I'm wide enough. Look at my sky. Shut up, Alex. I'm wider than you, man. It's how you actually go outside. I don't go outside. Oh, fuck. Forgot to add on to the goddamn Halo fucking thing. I'll just do the little thing. So we're talking about Halo seemingly improving from Season 1 to Season 2. I have actual quotes here at how it might. This is Pablo again. This motherfucker is out here promoting the show. He's trying to do damage control for Season 1. He says, there's no question that the second season is far stronger than the first. I will stake my reputation on that. It is absolutely improved. Well, your reputation, I don't know if it's...
Look, I like the guy, and I don't want to shit on him, but like no one gives a shit about the stellar reputation of Pablo Schreiber.
See, you see how I'm saying he's kind of full of himself, and that's why that's why he's not putting his helmet on, because he's got that conceited element. The art director who came on board, James Foster, fantastic. He created a visual world that makes a lot more sense. So he's saying the visual world of the last season didn't make sense. You're right, because you're out there in the forest with the fucking house and fucking digging and the thing. What are we doing? It is so beautiful, incredibly cinematic. The dialogue is better. It's just a better season, period.
What about Quan?
The tonal shift feels so much more appropriate for the franchise. So there's going to be a huge tonal shift. I had a big problem with the tone of the first season. It is darker. It's more dangerous. All of the stunt and action sequence puts you into the battle and inside the fighting. To me, it's a much more effective way to deal with the show. I think David Weiner, or is it Weiner?
Weiner.
David Weiner is just a more gifted writer. He threw the past writers under the bus. I fucking love that.
Yeah, they should, because
He says, I think David Weiner is just a more gifted writer, to be quite frank. I think his dialogue is better. He puts words in the mouth that feel way more appropriate for the character. So, all right.
I don't know if you want Wiener putting things in your mouth.
I don't know why he keeps putting... did he do that on purpose? David Weiner, more gifted writer. He puts words in the mouth that feel more appropriate.
It feels good in the mouth. Oh,
David
okay.
Weiner. David Weiner feels good in the mouth, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, Pablo. Well, anyways, I'm glad we got that out. So thank y'all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Joe will be back on Wednesday. Top 10 list probably out on Wednesday as well. So look forward to that. And, yeah, we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, everybody. Oh, grab some G Fuel. Bye, guys.